Hi guys, let's start our timer so that I don't overrun. Okay, before we get started, I should have put a warning ahead of this that this is a mature subject matter, so viewer discretion is advised. It doesn't mean I'm going to curse a whole lot or anything. It just means that I'm going to share some stuff with you. So, you may have noticed that sometimes my videos come nice and quick, which you've probably noticed recently. And then sometimes there are like large sections where I don't put any new content out. And I thought that some of you might need an explanation. Now, granted, sometimes it's just real life happening. You know, I'm either away doing things, or, you know, people are coming to visit me, or my life's just having a busy period, which I'm sure you all understand that happens sometimes. But I have like an extra little bit on top of that. I'm going to be turning 35 next week. I know, old. But when I was 29, I was diagnosed with endometriosis. My husband and I had been trying to have a baby, but it wasn't really working. But we just figured, man, our timing was off, and, you know, we weren't hitting the fertile period, I guess you can say. But, you know, no big deal. We figured it would happen eventually, right? We're healthy, fairly young people. Unfortunately, I had an episode where there was like some excruciating pain, and I didn't know if it was my appendix or my gallbladder or what was going on, and it turns out that it's endometriosis. Like my whole life, I have had very difficult monthly visits, and you know, that kind of knock me out for a couple of days where I'm not really able to do a lot of stuff. It wasn't so bad. Like during the college years, because I was on birth control, so happy joy. But when I went off of it, the endo apparently reared its nasty, ugly head. For those of you that don't know, endometriosis is a chronic illness. It happens in women. It involves the uterus, so if any of my dude watchers are watching right now, you can stop, because I know this really grosses out a lot of guys, and quite a few women, actually. But the lining of the uterus, you know, what helps when you're pregnant, feeds your little baby and all that stuff, mine doesn't stay inside my uterus. It's like all over my pelvic area. It attaches itself to my ovaries, my fallopian tubes. Sometimes it can be so bad that it gets into your intestines and your bladder, and then you've got some major issues happening. But it's like little tentacles of tissue, and then it gets into nerves, and it bleeds, and there's little like nodules that burst, and it's painful. It's painful. I did have a surgery when I was 30. I got cut from hip to hip, and it sucked. I'm not going to lie to you, it was crappy and terrible, but I had an excellent surgeon, and he saved both of my ovaries so that we could try to conceive. It hasn't happened. A lot of women, even with surgery and other things, still are infertile after endometriosis. Plenty of women are able to have babies and stuff, but I am not one of those women. And I've come to terms with that. I mean, I had a very blue period for a while when I realized I would never be a mom. But I have dogs, and my husband has told me that whenever my car finally needs replaced, I can have a convertible. Yay! Convertibles aren't conducive to children, but my dogs will really, really like it. So will I. Yay! So anyways, convertible to look forward to. See? There's a bright side. But, okay, back to the stupid endo. It's painful. Basically, all they can do is, when it gets terribly bad again, I'm just going to go for the full hysterectomy. I didn't want to go through menopause at 30, because menopause is tough on a lot of gals. I know some of you are either in the throes of it or have surpassed it, but, you know, I didn't want to be thrown into it so early, and I did want to try and have at least one child. But it wasn't in the cards, and I don't really want to deal with it too much longer, so the next time a surgery is mentioned, they can just have it all. I don't even want any. Just take it all away. Although, I have talked to a couple of other women that did have hysterectomies, and it came back anyway, because if just a little speck of that tissue is swimming around in there, it likes to grasp and clutch at things and then grow again. And they've subsequently had many more surgeries. So, as you can see, this is a sucky disease. Even more than the infertility and, you know, the crappy monthly visits, you also have pain all the time. Every day. Every day there's pain. Early on, I was on Percocet or oxycodone, which I liked a lot, and since I wasn't able to figure out if I loved it so much because I was not in pain, or if I just loved it so much because it was a narcotic, I took myself off of them completely, because I was really afraid of being an addict. I have a bit of an addictive personality, and I just really didn't want to be that gal, you know. I didn't want to be stuck on Percocet. So I weaned myself off of them, and I miss them, especially when it's really bad. When the pain is really bad, I miss them very much. And it's been really hard on my husband, because the thing with hurting all the time is it makes you very tired. And I still have sadness from time to time. So there are some days when I don't really get off the couch. The gym has been really helpful because that gives me like a goal every day to go and do the gym. But sometimes, like as soon as I get home from the gym, I just curl up on the couch and then just sit there until he gets home from work. I mean, I do nothing. I cuddle my dogs. I might read, but like my house really needs deep cleaning. And I cannot bring myself to do it. I'm so tired all the time. I put a happy face on it because nobody wants to be with, you know, Mopey Mary, and whining about it all the time, which I try not to whine about it too much. But it's always there. It's like, I feel like Eeyore, like a little cloud, pain hangs over my head. Most days, I'm fine. You know, I've always said that I'm allergic to pain, but apparently I can handle more than I thought I could, because I am. Those of you out there that have like fibromyalgia and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, because as I call it, this is an invisible disease. For instance, if my arm were hanging off and there was blood squirting everywhere, you would understand that, gee, I'm in pain. I may not want to do anything because, you know, the whole arm hanging off thing. You know, it's a nice visual aid. However, you can't see what's wrong with me. You just have to trust me when I say, I'm just not feeling it today. You see how this sucks? Yes. So this sucks. I was very lucky that I had a doctor who did not assume that I was crazy and making it up and diagnosed it quickly, and helped me. I'm also exceedingly lucky that my husband also does not suck. I mean, granted, I think it wears on him sometimes because as a dude, especially a dude that fixes everything, he can't fix this. And I think he frustrates him sometimes. So, you know, I feel so bad. I feel so bad that I can't be more of a partner in our household, because I am hurting and tired all the time. I am also lazy. I mean, don't take anything out of that. I am lazy as the day is long, but I am not this lazy. Do you know what I mean? I'm not this lazy. It's just really hard for me sometimes. So he is exceedingly understanding, and he doesn't harp on me too much, though every now and then he gets a little annoyed and frustrated, and I so can't blame him. Even though when it happens, I do blame him, but, you know, come Monday, we'll be married for 13 years, so I think we'll be okay. If he can put up with me this much, then we're fine. So, yeah. So I have endometriosis. I still have it. I am on no painkillers whatsoever. But this last week, the pain has gotten different. Like I've been kind of this kind of pain with occasional jumps of crap, this really sucks. My pain also causes nausea. But you will be very proud of me. I am the world's greatest dry heaver. I very, very seldom actually throw up anymore. But I can dry heave with the best of them. But still, nausea really sucks. So, yeah, I've got that. But anyways, this last week the pain has been weird, sharp, and in a different section than it usually is, which means I'm going to have to go to the doctor and we're going to have an ultrasound and see what's going on in there. And I may ask for painkillers because I can handle the sharp pain, you know, periodically, but if it's going to be all the time, like what I had before my surgery, which was disgusting, I may need some help. I don't know. Maybe we can find something that's not a narcotic or whatever, because I really like Percocet. Anyway, so I just wanted to let you guys know that even though sometimes I'll promise, hey, tomorrow we'll get this hairstyle, and then it's 2 weeks later, sometimes stuff happens. And sometimes I just cannot wheel myself off the couch to get to new content for you guys. So that's why you will occasionally get, you know, like 3 or 4 videos real quick, because I'm having a good period of time. So I try and get you guys content that will hopefully hold you over the times when I'm just not feeling it. So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to let you guys know why there's sometimes a delay to some of my posts, and yeah, that's it. I don't need any pity in the comments or anything. You know, I am not the only woman in the world that suffers from this crap, because that's what it is. I would use much stronger language, but I'm trying to not be so cussy all the time. Alright, so any hoodles, I guess that's all, even though I still have almost 3 whole minutes left. So I guess probably the next blog will cover like the different definitions of length, hair lengths, because you know, you guys always see the I can't even think, God, my vocabulary is gone. The abbreviations, thank you, brain. Like BSL, APL, TBL, stuff like that. We will cover that in the next vlog. I will also go over what braids look like what. I'll probably do like a little picture dealy, you know, English, Dutch, French, waterfall / fairy tale, you know, all that stuff. Just so it'll be like a handy dandy little, oh, so that's what that braid is. So hopefully, you know, that'll be cool. I've had a request for some clarification on some of those things, so I thought that would be a fun vlog. Any hoodles. Okay, so that's all for now, guys. Thanks for listening to me whine. Aren't you proud of me? I didn't cry. I almost did for a second there. Ooh, weepy. But I did it because nobody wants to see that, right? Alright, well, until next time, you guys have a great day, and the next vlog should be a hairstyle, not vlog. Vid. The next toot should be a hairstyle. So, until then, be awesome, and hug your mothers and send kisses to your dads, because, you know, I missed Mother's Day, but Father's Day is coming up. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.